and preparing for battle. Each guy with his own approach to getting welcome, and thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports as we get ready to go with our Saturday night presentation with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. This is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce. The starters for Utah. Josh Okogie is out there with Tyrese Halliburton. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Dunn in at the 3. Here's Elliott. Here's Embiid. Another shot. The shot comes out. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton. Dunn, the pass to Halliburton. Ayton with a screen. The floater, and it's Halliburton getting it to go. Two elite centers from tip-off to the final buzzer, Grant. We should have a battle on our hands tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. And, you know, in games like this, it's important to give space for your big guys to compete. The last thing you want is to overcrowd the paint and end up taking an elbow.
Blocked! This one for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Halliburton's got 5 points.
Great shooters trust their shooting motion. Tyrese Halliburton with the jumper.
To the left side wing. Here's Petrus. And Ayton pulls it down.
Well, cold start, right? You've taken 4 shots. You've not made one of them.
And that one comes up a bit short.
Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
Out to the right wing. Here's Petrus. And Ayton pulls it down.
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
Pass to Okogie. There's the screen. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Yeah, it was really just the failure to convert shots on a consistent basis. That's going to cost you games, believe me.
I thought most of the shots they took were low percentage looks. The key in the NBA is, can you get your best scorers into their best spots? They didn't do that.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Take it away! Outside for Halliburton. Pass to Okogie. Utah moving the ball around. Now Ayton. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Primarily seen as a scorer, Emmanuel Quickley's defense is often overlooked, Doris.
It is, B.A., and I think the first thing about his defensive effort is important, right? He works very hard. His navigation over screens. He's very quick with his rotation. He's a really long-rangey athlete. Couldn't agree more about being overlooked defensively.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
To the wing on the left. And once again, off the mark by Indiana. Utah leading by 9. Pass to Ayton. For 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in the game.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Here's Petrus. And no good. The dry spell continues.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Fires the 3. Drills it from deep. He has 6.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. change it up. A moment here to see the numbers for him. And here's Richardson. He buries it from 3. He has 6.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Lets it go from deep. Pure from 3-point range.
Wow. Some strong perimeter shooting here in the first quarter.
Pacers trail by 12. Off target with the 3.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
And for head coach Rick Carlisle, this is the 3rd stint with the Indiana Pacers.
He begins as an assistant coach with them back in 1997, leaves the organization, but returns as the head coach in 2003, leaves after 2007, and then back in 2021, and now, of course, the winningest coach in franchise history.
Now here's Richardson. He's scoreless. Pass to Petrus. Here he goes. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. He shot that time, not on target.
Boy, his struggles this quarter is not helping them right now. They may need to start going to somebody else on the offensive end.
Back to Halliburton. And there's the lob. Pass to Bowen. Utah moving the ball around. Richardson with it. Here's Baker. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
Then Baker, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. So he gets them both. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Ball stolen. Here's Korver. He's covered by Ayton. Pass to Dillingham. Fires from deep. He's off on that one. And so it's the Utah Jazz ending the quarter up 10. Defense is setting the tone. More 2K action in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Utah.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
On the floor for Utah, getting going in the second. They've got DeAndre Ayton, and it's Bowen in at the 3.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Jazz leading by 13. And the Defensive Player of the Year for 2025, Evan Mobley. What makes him so formidable, Graham?
Well, you know, he has a similar physical frame to Hall of Famer Kevin Garnett. Long-armed and athletic at 6'11". And the intangibles are all there as far as timing and IQ.
Porter pass to Korver. And the three-pointer goes.
absolutely fearless shooter is Kyle Korver, and he knows he has the touch to drain it from another zip code.
Outside Robinson. Here's Ayton, and there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Sarov, he's checked in for Indiana. All right, the Jazz making a change here. Pacers trail by 12. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Pass to Porter. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Whoa, I mean, what a play by Porter Jr. Sticking with the shot, putting the D in a bad situation, and getting it to go.
Since entering the league, Doris, Evan Mobley has been a defensive stalwart.
B.A., Evan is the ultimate chess piece for a head coach. He's cross-positional, meaning he can basically guard 1 through 5. Elite at rim protection. If he gets cross-matched on a switch on the perimeter, he can get down in a stance and stay in front of a guard. What can't he do on the defensive end?
An exceptionally skilled player. You hope Michael Porter Jr. stays healthy. I mean, his potential is limitless.
Gets the 3 to fall. Hamilton's got 8.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Porter gets the bucket.
A talented shooter like Porter has no trouble with the mid-range. He makes it look almost easy.
Pass to Sarov. Outside Porter. Now Embiid. Here's Sarov. Porter looks it over. Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
The Embiid can throw it down from anywhere. So much power for the big fella.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, Brian. The Pacers are all about winning. And Coach Rick Carlisle said, our young players are having to earn their way. They're not being given anything. It's the only way to do things, in my opinion. If you want to build championship habits, you got to do it on a merit-based, accountability type of basis. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
To the paint. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Ayton uses his length to his advantage. No doubt on the dunk.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. To win a championship, star power is often the first thing mentioned.
Well, B.A., we know that talent is what wins basketball games at any level. There's no question. You need one star, and more often than that, at least another. But really, overall roster construction is critical.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Over to the wing. Here's Mashburn. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got a rebound, number 8 here already in the game. To the middle. Banked it in off the glass. And it's a 12-point Jazz lead.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Here's Saraf, defended by Halliburton. From behind the arc. Rebound, Utah. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
And we all know that on the road, you don't usually look so comfortable on the offensive end. But that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Fires in the triple. Ashburn's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, these are the plays he's looking to make every single trip up the floor. Very offensive-minded guy.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Out left to the wing. Lets the 3 fly. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
Boy, this guy doing his job spacing the floor. He had 2 triples in the first, and he just gets his 3rd to go.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Here comes your Indiana face mates, crowd. Give it up for them.
And here's a look at the shooting guards who have collected the most assists during the last month. Second is Tyrese Halliburton.
With the traditional roles in the backcourt becoming blurred, the versatility of this group of shooting guards, it's a huge advantage.
It almost seems like they're more like hybrid guards. They can create opportunities for their teammates or handle the scoring duties themselves. Either way, they're valuable to have around.
Shot by Hamilton, no good.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Right wing. Here's Elliott. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Elliott's got his first points of the night. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They're leading by 8. When this game's over, they'll be off to Golden State as they take on the Warriors. They're getting into the back half of a 4-game road trip.
Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
1:14 left in the half. Baker gets the bucket.
Getting something that close to the cup is a win as far as possessions go.
Here's Okogie. Yet to see a basket. Out to the right wing. Here's Hamilton. Hits a three-pointer.
Another reason why they're up. Just taking what the defense giving him here.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Good work there as it goes. He's got 11. And Utah has possession. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to Okogie. The three is up. No good. And so it's Utah with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We'll be back in a moment.
Hey folks, welcome to the halftime show. A lead right now in this one for the Utah Jazz. Fellas, I was just wondering if you played in the league these days, what do you think would be different compared to when you did play?
Oh, my goodness. I make a lot more money, Ernie, than I did in my playing days, especially if you consider that all guys do is dunk and shoot threes, and as many threes as I did, oh, my God.
Yeah, and I'd be out there getting every rebound and slamming Kenny's bricks for the putback slams, because none of these bigs today want any piece of prime diesel.
So let me get this straight. You would both be amazing. What a shock. So let's dig into that first half now, and what was a very solid performance for the Jazz.
Hey, living in the paint is good living. Take it from me.
Yeah, this team doesn't settle. They're aggressive and they're physical. It's impressive to watch.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. Utah leading by 9. They've got Saraf, and it's Petrus in at the 2. That's the 5 for the Pacers. 2 open that time. Made it look easy.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Jacks up with 3. Utah grabs the miss.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Utah moving the ball around. There's the triple. Saraf with the rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And he lobs it up top. Pass to Okogie. Inside. Oh, got a piece of it. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Here's Petrus to the inside. Misses the layup. Pacers trail by 12. Here's Saraf. No made baskets yet. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Three-pointer. Utah grabs the miss. Hayden's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Hayden with a screen. The 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Defended by Halliburton. Pass to Saraf. Here's Petrus. Clock at 6. Now Embiid. It's stolen by Dunn. Pass break Utah. Here's Okogie. And the layup falls. Okogie's got his first basket.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Let's turn it up.
And checking out the leaderboard, you've probably been watching these guys own the glass since the All-Star break. Second is Joel Embiid.
Since the break, we've seen a renewed focus from him on the boards, and I know his entire team appreciates that lift.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Saraf. No points yet. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. There's a lot to consider with NBA expansion, and Commissioner Silver said, quote, what does that mean for talent? I feel great about where the talent is right now in the league, but those players have to come from somewhere. How does it work geographically? What will it mean for growing the game? These are all good questions. BA, back to you.
Okay, Allie. Appreciate the update. Now here's Halliburton. The D's right on him. Hayden with a screen. Offline with a three. Pacers trail by 17. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Petrus. He got a piece of it.
Oh, Josh Okogie putting all that athleticism to good use there on the defensive end.
Halliburton outside. The three is up. 8 makes out of 15 shots. He's got it going. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Jazz.
Well, you have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks, too.
The other thing that jumps out about their performance tonight, the amount of steals really pressuring those ball handlers.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Here's Mashburn. Defended by Halliburton. To end the drought. Mashburn's shot is off.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Pacers trail by 20. There's the drive. Embiid parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Doors for teams looking to trade away a big money player. It seems the landscape is getting more challenging.
BA, to me, roster construction is one of the single most difficult things in this league. First and foremost, there are rules in place that restrict salary acquisition. The other piece of this is there are now second aprons in place. So it's not just roster construction. It's sustaining a quality roster over time and keeping that continuity. Success in this league is tough.
Pass to Marion. Screen by Embiid. Here's Marion. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Jazz leading by 23. Here's Hamilton. There's a minute 17 left in the third quarter. Shot from the wing. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 9th assist of the game now. They're having very little success right now.
And they really could take a different approach, right? Find something that works.
And a miss there on the triple.
You know, scoreless this quarter, and it's not helping them battle back.
From deep. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for Utah. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Here's Marion. No points so far. Pass to Elliott. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Utah Jazz in total control, up by 29 going into the break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. Back after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Taking a look at the Jazz. They've got Whitmore, and it's Hayes in at the point guard position. Here's Baker. Robinson with the block. Down low. Hayes. Saroff with the rebound.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Connects from downtown.
You simply cannot give Kyle Korver any daylight. Come on now. If he's dribbling it and ready to pull up, look out.
Pass to Hamilton. Here's Jamison. And with the introduction of the NBA Cup, the regular season schedule is more packed than ever.
You know what, B.A.? Many constituents in this game believe the regular season schedule should top out at 72 games. This is something the commissioner broached back when he introduced the Cup. Not necessarily 72, just that there could be a reduction. But there's too much money at stake. I don't believe this will ever happen.
He throws it down with 2 hands. You know he won't mess that up.
Not this guy. He is a big-time finisher. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Elliott. To the paint. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Pacers, Vin Baker, 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Indiana making a switch here. Porter Jr.'s checked in. And he makes the first, but misses the second. And with the cap, many teams looking for cheap young players to fill the bench. How does that affect the mid-level vets?
Again, BA, I go back to how difficult roster construction and sustaining a quality roster are. The mention of youth here is about, listen, you have to hope your draft choices work out well, and you have to hope your young players develop quickly because they are on team-friendly contracts. Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
Here's Jamison. And again, it's Utah with a three.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Pass to Saraf. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. To the inside. Here's Jamison. Great D that time from Porter.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager. That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Pass to Hamilton. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. It's deflected. Here's Abaji. Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny, so development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter, and it's great to see the officials making use of technology as well.
Hayes misses. Indiana has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Pass to Saraf. And here's Porter outside. Knocks it down from distance.
Yeah, guard-like skills in a forward's body. Porter Jr. with the quick release.
Here's Bowen. Here's Jamison. There's the screen. Here's Hamilton. Utah with another miss.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
Right wing. Here's Abaji. Three-pointer off the mark. Utah has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Pass to Hamilton. Here's Bowen. Utah moving the ball around. Beyond the arc. And another miss by Utah. For Indiana, they've got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Here's Saraf. He's defended by Hayes. And you look at the different kinds of leadership, whether vocal or by example. Which do you prefer, Doris?
Well, I'm a greedy type of person, BA, so I want both. Obviously, a veteran who's been there and done that is going to hold weight with what he says. But your best players have got to also lead by example. Give me both types, BA.
For Indiana, they've got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Jazz.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year. Indiana on offense. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Here's Porter. And the shot falls short that time. And it's Utah with the ball. Now Hayes. Utah easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. And now our player of the game.
And the players going through their game preparation, making sure they're full. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. And on tap tonight, it's the Golden State Warriors going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves here at their home, Target Center. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. Now, Golden State's starting five. Bob Williams is out there with Yao. Then it's Pierce. And it's Whitehead in at the three. Wade from outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Wade's got his team on the board to start the game for Minnesota. Here in the final days of the NBA regular season, Greg, every team trying to wrap things up on a high note.
Yeah, and even the top teams doing what they can to head into the postseason with some momentum, right? While lottery teams want to finish strong and have something to build off of.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Lets the three fly. Excellent D there from Pierce. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
A lot of people think you shoot much better at home, but if you really look at the league-wide stats, it's only about 2 to 3 percentage points different on average.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
On the wing, Payton. Robinson sets a screen for Payton. Back to Wade. Pass to Payton. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
This is exactly the start they were hoping for at the offensive end.
It seems like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Tim, has the ball handling and finishing package of a player 6 inches shorter. What he does at his size is really amazing.
Yeah, I think he has the offensive game of a shorter player because he thought he was only going to be 6'1". He got to 6'6". So now you've got this incredible array of shot making around the rim with a much taller player. That is a difficult combination to deal with.
So he had to readjust not only physically but mentally how he approached the game, correct?
Absolutely, it changed everything for his approach.
And another three for Golden State.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
Now, here's Payton. Laid outside. Shoots the three. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Not typically a three-point shooter, but there, Wade getting his revenge.
Pass to Whitehead. Golden State moving the ball around. No coverage that time. 15 points in the game.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And here's Wade from downtown. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
The Warriors trail. Here's Pierce. Scoreless thus far. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Checked in for Minnesota. Gordon comes in for Elfrid Payton. Golden State also making some changes. Lamar Odom is checked in for Whitehead, and it's DeAnthony Melton in for Paul Pierce. Pass to Peterson. Back to Wade. Fires the three. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
And here is Odom. The three. And another three for Golden State. Here's Peterson. Wade outside. Puts up a three. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
You got to be excited about this kid's future. Wade has the potential to be a superstar for a long time.
Yeah, with a screen on Gordon. Takes a three. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Boy, he has been special to start this game. Shooting 8 of 9, just making it look easy.
Pass to Bargnani. Back to Wade. There's 1:17 left to play in the first quarter. The three. The shot. No good. And Odom's got the ball here for the Warriors. And the Warriors, another three.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Wade outside. There's the triple. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Wow, I mean, 8 of 10 here in the first quarter.
Last game for the Warriors, it was a loss to the Suns. Kicked by Yao. Out to the right wing. Shoots it up. Pins the shot with nobody near him. He has 29.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Wade with it. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Three seconds left. He lays it in. Wade's got 25 points in the game.
So far, both teams scorching the net. You gotta love it.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Warriors lead by 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
So with Williams on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Pierce is out there with Obi Toppin. Then it's DeAnthony Melton. Then there's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Jordan in at the 5 spot. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey guys, Jeremy Grant began his career as an activity role player, but he's been adding layers. He said at the start, whatever I needed to do to get on the court, whether it was defense, rebounding, blocking shots, I was going to do it. I wanted to see what I was capable of, so I put a lot of work in expanding my role. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. The first free throw is good. Jim, and maybe I'm asking the wrong guy this, but are teams relying too much on the three-point shot?
Well, I do think there are nights I feel it becomes a little redundant, but the skill level of these players, Kevin, has led us here. More guys are capable of making that deep shot, so I don't see it going away anytime soon.
And the skill required to do it, no one knows that more than you. The skill required is just something else.
Consistency is what teams are looking for.
Toppin kicks to Melton. A three-pointer off the mark. Minnesota's gone 7 of 9 on three-pointers tonight. Outstanding mark from long range. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Timberwolves shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Free throw good, Williams. Robinson's checked in for the Timberwolves. The Warriors also with a sub. Whitehead's checked in for Odom. And it's tied up with that one.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
Back to Melton. Golden State moving it around. Now Toppin. Pass to Whitehead. His three-pointers off the mark. And talking to Con Canepa. Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. Just tell him.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined.
Here's Bargnani. Gordon finds Payton. Left side Williams. 6 to shoot. Bargnani sets the screen for Williams. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Whitehead. He's guarded by Williams. Whitehead passes to Jordan. Now Melton takes the three. And the Warriors miss again. Pass to Payton. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
Great positioning on the putback. Jordan's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Check-in for Darren Williams. The Warriors also with a sub. Yow's checked back in. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Payton outside. Pick by Bargnani. Outside Gordon. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Yao Ming. The Warriors have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Tapping a screen on Payton. Back to Pierce. Here's the three. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Gordon a screen. Pass to Bargnani. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And the dunk by Robinson.
That is just athleticism. Working against that kind of length.
Here's Pierce for three. That one, no good.
Great job on the closeout and taking away space against a good shooter.
Outside Gordon. Bargnani a screen on Pierce. Gordon the pass to Bargnani. Drops in the layup for 2. Bargnani's got 4 this quarter. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Minnesota making some changes. Wade comes in for Gordon, and DJ Augustine subbed in for Peyton. Toppin passes to Whitehead. Fires from deep. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Timberwolves. Trailing by 2. Wade outside. A 3-ball. Toppin pulls it in. Warriors have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Whitehead deciding where to go with it. This one for 3. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Now it's a 4-point Warrior lead.
Great follow. When Yao gets good position, he's impossible to move. And he's got great hands.
Wade for 3. Rebound by Yao.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And Tim, the quintessential unstoppable force, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, taking his offensive game to a level rarely matched in league history.
Well, Kevin, I'm running out of superlatives. The ability to score at every level. He gets to the foul line. He makes guys better. I just marvel at the totality of it.
Wade outside. D-Wade hits from deep.
And even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lessons as they've left him open for another one.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He has 35.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Bargnani dishes to Augustine. Wade on the wing, launches it, and again, Minnesota with the triple.
Well, his production is not in question now if he could just get his teammates involved.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Odom, still without a basket. 19 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Just 5 to shoot. The baseline J. No good that time.
Well, he got the shot he loved, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Warriors on top. They're up by 3. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Thank you. Well, Coach Kerr, what did you like about the way your guys have started this game off?
Well, I like the way we defended without fouling so we could get our flow. And guys just came in and made some big ones, and our offense got going.
The defense was disciplined. Thanks, Coach.
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the third quarter right after this halftime break.
Hey, everybody. Psst. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings.
I think for the Timberwolves, they've clearly taken a step back as a franchise. You hate to see that. Something isn't right with this team. I don't know if it's personnel, the coaching. They'll have to make some changes in the offseason.
And now let's talk Golden State. They're in an even matchup through one half of play.
They're clicking from outside. Hard cups to the ball and a few bone-jarring screens. Man, they have a high quality of looks.
They've been cashing in on those. We'll see if the sharp shooting continues. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Every so often, Tim, you heard the term defensive anchor. What defines one in the way you look at the game?
Well, I think it's that player that's on the back line, protecting the rim, but also able to see the entire floor. That is where your best communicator often resides.
How did you grade your defensive abilities when you played?
I battled, Kevin. You're going to have to kill me to stop me. That's the way I looked at it.
They've got Peyton. He's out there with Dwayne Wade, and it's Robinson in at the 4 spot. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Wade gets the bucket.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Warriors shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. Fires for 3. Doesn't go that time. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Peyton, right side. And again, it's Minnesota converted.
And Wade has proven to be a terrific facilitator. Makes incredible decisions for his teammates.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. The baby hook. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
And that brings them to 3 for 4, and the game plan seems to be working here early.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. D-Wade really playing well in this one.
Well, he's been lights out from the 3 all night. Perfect time to call a timeout and try to stop the bleeding.
Here's a look at the teams that have been dominant offensively over the course of the past month. Second, the Warriors.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
Pierce for 3. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
That miss makes him 0 for 4 to start this quarter. Not exactly the start they were hoping for.
Here's Peterson. He has yet to score. They get it again. That shot is off. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Williams, a screen on Peyton. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Lead from outside. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
You know, all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without fouling.
Pierce for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Robinson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. On the wing Payton. Pass to Wade. Three-pointer. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got his 7th assist in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Stats for Robinson. Last season's performance for him, and he ended up in the top 15 in steals as well. Some of the quickest hands in the league.
And anytime you take it inside against him, you know it may be coming right back the other way. He was a nasty, nasty shot blocker last season.
And that's another three. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Wade can't hit. Warriors trail by 4. Pass to Pierce. Lets it go with a 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Miles has checked in. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for the Warriors. Payton outside. Wade outside. Shoots the 3. Warriors with the rebound.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Pass to Huerter. Trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Wade kicks to Payton. Back to Wade. Three-pointer. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Williams slams it in.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
And here is Payton. He's got 6. Wade can't hit.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Not efficient at all.
From outside the arc. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 44.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed. And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by Golden State.
The Warriors leading. 1:25 left to play in the third. And it's off from three-point range. And for the Timberwolves, their shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smooth. And it's Miles missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
No good with the triple. And it's Wade with the ball for Minnesota. In the corner, Miles with it. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got assist number 5 here tonight. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Williams a screen. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Now the Timberwolves with it. It's a one-point game. Wade with it. 37 points for him. Down low and stolen by Yao. That one doesn't go. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So with Williams on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Yao. Jabari Walker is out there with Obi Toppin. Then it's DeAnthony Melton. And it's Whitehead in at the 2.
Keep in mind with Yao, it's not all about size. He's a skilled player in a big body, and that's a lethal combination.
And he knocks down the first one. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Miles is checked in, and the Warriors also making a change. Odom, he's checked in for Walker. He's perfect from the line this time.
And having a big man like him who's efficient from the line used to be a luxury, but it's becoming more and more common.
Brown outside. Back to Miles. Now Williams. Robinson, a screen on Melton. There's the 3. To the wing right side. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. And it's Miles missing.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Odom, the pass to Toppin. Rebound, Minnesota. Brown with it. And it's Toppin picking him up. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And now a three-point play chance here for him. Lamar Odom picks one up. Bargnani is checked in for the Timberwolves. Then for the Warriors, Oboy comes in for Toppin, and it's Jaime Jaquez in for Lamar Odom. Pass to Whitehead. From deep. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Timberwolves leading. Over in the corner, Brown. Here's Bargnani, covered by Mobley. Now Brown. Bargnani inside. Mobley's there.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
Yeah, they have been dialed in from deep. The three-pointer has been there all night for them.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Now, here is Bargnani. Good work defensively by Yao. Whitehead passes to Melton. Here's Whitehead. Lets the 3 fly. No good that time. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Williams against Melton. Pass to Bargnani. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Golden State. Yao's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Now, here's Melton. Back to Jaquez. No good on the triple. Minnesota's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. And here's Bargnani. That doesn't go either for Bargnani. Melton passes to Williams. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Bargnani finds Williams. Lobbed up there for Robinson. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Now, here's Melton. Here's Jaquez. And there's the call on Yao. That's his first foul. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And clearly an important junction. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Minnesota making some changes. Wade, he's checked in for Bargnani. And it's Peyton in for Williams. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
And he's good on the first of three. Good on the second free throw. And he nails the third. Minnesota's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. All right, here's Williams.
And on top of the talent, the physical ability, Williams, just a coachable kid and really picks things up quickly.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Well, they still have the lead. Now they have to protect it.
Oh, Dwayne Wade doing damage inside.
And this team already trusts in Wade's ability to nail the big shot. Very impressive.
The three is on.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Oh, and wide open, nails the jam.
This is exactly why they go to him in these spots. These guys believe in his ability to come through in the clutch.
There's a minute 47 left in the game. It's tipped, and he banks the layup in.
Oh, that's a big shot from the young center. Ming showing he can be counted on in the biggest moment.
Here's Wade. Shot clock at 6. Takes it from 10. And it misses.
What a great look, but an even better contest. That's how you shut down the painted area.
Williams outside. Beyond the arc. That shot, no good. The Timberwolves shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing the best work of late. Wade against Pierce. Now Robinson. And here's Wade. No stopping him that time. Fouled on the play. Send into the line.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
As big a basket as that was, the free throw probably even bigger. Now you've got a 2-possession lead all of a sudden.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Williams outside. And again for 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though.
And there are so many reasons to be a fan of Wade's. This young man's ceiling is sky high.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, there's no room for error here. They need to draw up something that they can execute quickly.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
And let's see what they draw up.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
And so the Timberwolves take the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really.
Welcome to 2K Sports Annual Noche NBA presentation. Down the stretch we come in the NBA season, Grant. What are the contenders honed in on?
Well, B.A., the biggest priority is to have everyone healthy. Without a full deck of cards, it's very tough to win a title. And, of course, maintaining positive momentum wouldn't hurt either.
And now Dallas' starting group. They've got Brook Lopez, Rajon Rondo out there with Luka Doncic, and it's Rice in at the small forward position. Lopez, the screen on Bay, Doncic outside. Guarded by Banchero.
You know, the instincts of Luka Doncic are second to none. Such a natural playmaker.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Their last game, a win against the Magic, looking to carry it into this one.
And we all know that on the road, you don't usually look so comfortable on the offensive end. But that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. I asked him about Nikola Jokic and what makes him such a difficult matchup for defenses, and he said his versatility. He's a capable scorer and a fantastic passer. We have to be wary of his scoring and distribution with him, and that's not easy. Let's see how things unfold in this one. Back to you guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now Rondo. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. It's rebounded by Banchero. San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Takes a three. Offensive rebound Spurs. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. San Antonio with the ball. Looking for their first basket of the game. Tries yet again. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
A full load to handle anywhere on the floor. Banchero makes sure he gets his.
San Antonio shooting their first free throws here tonight.
Shooting two.
free throw drops for Banchero.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
It's both from the stripe. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Outside, Rondo. Guarded by Banchero. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
And the defense gave him no space. He had to fade back. That's not an easy look for most guys.
They set the pick. Launches a three. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Well, I believe that's now 4 straight misses to start the game. Talk about stumbling out of the block.
Pass to Lopez. Over Bay. Again, the miss by Dallas. And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Spurs. It's a 3-point game. This game against Dallas here, it's their first meeting of the season.
And this is a matchup they expect to win. Certainly, last year they were the stronger ball club.
Lopez, the screen. Pass to Rondo. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. San Antonio's gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Ball passes to Banchero. Rondo with the steal. To the middle. Here's Doncic. Off target at the rim.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Bay with a screen. Banchero in the post. Pass to Quickly. 5 to shoot. Three-pointer. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Guarded by Banchero. Will it go? And the layup is good.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
San Antonio's gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play. Get some points and give this team some confidence.
Just 2 games before the playoffs get going. Let's see how the field might look. You look at San Antonio. Right now, they're in 10th place, hoping to get themselves into the playoff picture. And, of course, the Mavericks, and they're right behind them, trying to overtake them if they can.
Well, right now for the Spurs, they had some lofty goals to start the year. But they may not have the roster to hang with the league's elite teams.
Yeah, they wanted to accomplish more this season, but things haven't quite worked out. Some bad breaks along the way. Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Stan, the big man, Victor Wembanyama, has set a new standard for shot blocking.
Yeah, look, we've had some great rim protectors in this league, but he can also do it on the perimeter. I've seen guys turn down three-point looks because he's standing in front of them.
Ball passes to Stoudemire. Offensive rebound Spurs. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here. .141 left in the opening quarter. Here's Banchero. Buries it from about 10 feet away.
And this is a part of Banchero's game they'd like to develop here in the league.
Pass to Brand. Back to Brunson. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. The three. He drops it from range.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Back to Bankero. Pass to Terry. There's the screen. Now McCain puts up a three. Not going to go that time.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Over to the wing. Here's Brand, guarded by Bankero. Oh, it's stolen. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. Three-pointer, Buzelis. It doesn't go for him. The Mavericks have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Pass to Brunson. Misses the fadeaway inside. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Mavericks ahead. They lead by a bucket. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Mavericks?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
On the court right now for Dallas, they've got Jalen Brunson, and it's Patterson in at the small forward position. Inside, 4 on the clock. It's rebounded by Bankero.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
And the Mavericks have stressed the importance of defense to winning at the highest level, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they felt that fortifying the team at that end of the floor would get them closer to contention. And look at them. They're making some bold moves there along the way.
Pass to Patterson. Back to Brunson from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Bankero. Bankero's got 4 rebounds now. Three-pointer, Buzelis, and San Antonio hits again from deep.
It's been a tale of 2 quarters for them. Terrible shooting early, but then they heated up and took control of this game.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Spurs are on the rise. Victor Wembanyama said, quote, "I've been on board since day one. We know it's not going to be a straight line. There will be ups and downs. This is not easy, but I'm very confident in the will that my guys have. The long term is never being questioned." Back to you guys.
They'll get there. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. With some changes. Aldridge is checked in for Buzelis. Crawford comes in for McCain and quickly subbed in for Terry. Rondo, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Crawford. San Antonio moving the ball around. The 3-ball. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. The Mavericks trailing. Here's Patterson. Back to Rondo. Here's Red. Yes, sir. Great play by Rondo to set him up. Red's got his second bucket on the night. And Stan, you coached a bunch of seasons in the league. What's an issue that you face that maybe the average fan doesn't know?
Well, look, I think the thing that fans really underrate about the game is how intelligent these guys are. So it's not really an issue that I face because I was lucky to have smart guys. But I think fans underestimate how much basketball intelligence factors in when you're talking about the best players in this game.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Quickly. Let's go with a three. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm. Already 7 lead changes. These teams are really going after each other.
It's been a brutal game to play, but a fun one to watch. That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Mavericks.
I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And on top of that, they've been dialed in from deep. If they keep it up, it could be a big night for them.
Look at the stats for him.
And all of a sudden, his three ball has left him. It's been a rough stretch for him the past 5 games. His percentage from downtown isn't near what it once was, but he's not going to give up. He'll try to get it going here today.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. And Ball will bring it up here for the San Antonio Spurs. Trailing by 2. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
A true playmaker. When Ball isn't creating for himself, he's creating for others.
And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all. And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And, guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
There's the three. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
You have to stay in Ball's shirt out there or he will rise and fire.
And here's Rondo. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Doncic passes to Rondo. Here's Red. The shot no good.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Pass to Aldridge. The kick out to Ball. Here's the three. And he misses. Only 2 for 6.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
And there's a pick. Now here's Rondo. Hounded by Ball. Now here's Doncic. To the paint. That's his 6 make and 11 tries.
Gifted moving the ball. Luka is one of the best passers in the league.
San Antonio has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. And Carroll with it. And Rondo picks him up defensively. Pass to Aldridge. San Antonio moving the ball around. Shot from 12. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. Red, pass to Rondo. Ball looks over the floor. Here's Banchero. Banchero delivers inside.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Banchero imposing his will inside.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. San Antonio making a change here. Bay's checked in. Lopez, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And 1:01 left to play in the second quarter. Dallas has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Lopez, the screen on ball. Pass to Doncic. Here goes Luka. It's blocked. And Carroll passes to Ball. Kicks it to Quickly. And here's Banchero. Shoots over Rondo. And Banchero with a bucket on the assist by Quickly. Now it's a 3-point Spurs lead. Rondo with it. Still without a bucket. Takes one from 10 feet. Doncic clanks the putback jam. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Spurs. They're up by 3. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion, let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff race.
You take a look at the Spurs, they've had a drop-off that I don't think anybody predicted. Came into the season with high hopes. The chemistry just hasn't been there from the beginning. It's a disappointing year.
All right, now let's talk about our game, San Antonio in a competitive contest.
Even before the game started, you could feel the energy in this arena, man. They fed off that. Big-time home court advantage here.
Some of the loudest fans in this league. It's like having a sixth man on the floor. Appreciate you joining us.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Mavericks trail by 3. Ball is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. Then there's Saddiq Bey. Then it's Paolo Banchero. They're the group for Mitch Johnson starting the second half. Great D that time from Banchero.
You got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
And it's going to be on Rajon Rondo. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And the Spurs with possession here. 3-point lead. Pass to Quickly. Back to Ball. Pulls up on the wing. And it's good. 2 points. Ball's got 8 points.
Always eager to find a bucket. Ball drops into his shot immediately.
Here's Rondo. Yet to see a basket. Now Doncic. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Pass to Rondo. 6 to shoot. And it's going to be a 3-second call. When one of these guys gets to the line, you can chalk up the points. Here are your top free throw shooters over the past month. Brook Lopez, 4th.
And over this stretch, his foul shooting has been exceptional. You could tell he was enjoying every single trip to the line.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Now here's Ball. Give him 8 points now. From the arc. That's good. And it's Banchero with the assist. Banchero's got 3 assists now in this one.
And they're playing rock-solid basketball right now. Really starting to see that lead grow.
Well, that third quarter is when you want to increase your lead. Really building it up before that final quarter.
Pass to Doncic. Outside, Rondo. Doncic outside. They set the screen to the middle. And stolen by Banchero. The 3 from Quickly. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points. And now it's a 10-point San Antonio lead. Quickly against Doncic. Pass to Rice to halt the run. Drops in the 3.
All eyes on Luka. The defense forgot about his teammates.
Spurs lead by 7. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Victor Wembanyama drawing fans league-wide. Pacers coach Rick Carlisle proclaimed, "I've never seen a player like this. I'm in awe of his talent, his size, his aptitude for the game, his skill, his feel, you name it. And in due time, it's very possible that he will be the face of world basketball." Back on me, Brian.
He's taken over. Okay, Allie, good stuff. Pass to Rondo. No good on the 3.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Down low. The kick out to Ball. Takes the 3. Oh, Ball. So dangerous from the perimeter.
I just love the ball movement.
Mavericks trail by 13. Outside. Rondo to the inside. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Banchero.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
Back to Ball. Banchero surveys. The bank shot, no good. Dallas has gone 5 of 8 from outside the 3-point line in this one. Now here's Rondo, hounded by Ball. Now Rondo. Goes back up, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Quickly from outside. Here's Banchero. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And here's Ball. 14 points for him. Bay with a screen. The 3 from Banchero. The Mavericks pull it in. Rice has got 4 rebounds now. Mavericks trail by 11. Pass to Rondo. Here's Rice. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Rice has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Defense on our 2K leaderboard. Looking at the best when it comes to points per game allowed over the previous month. In third, the Spurs.
Well, you have to praise their defense over the last month. They've been working as a team to put almost constant pressure on opposing offenses. Just terrific stuff.
Here's Stoudemire, guarded by Doncic. Ball outside. Launches it. Doncic grabs the miss. Mavericks trail by 9. Coach, Nikola Jokic, a guy who thrives playing through contact.
Well, B.A., you know what? Sometimes, yes, maybe more than any other player, when Jokic is forced backward, he tends to get more creative. It's confounding what this guy can do at his size. Never ceases to amaze.
San Antonio moving the ball around. To the right side. Terry, the pass to Ball. Hits the trifecta. Ball's got 11 points here in the second half.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
Inside. Soft touch off the glass.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half. Getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Mavericks with a rebound. Here's Red. He has 6. Brunson with it. Pass to Brand. Takes a 13-footer. That one doesn't drop.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
And so it's San Antonio ending the quarter up 10. They've been lights out from deep, and it's a big reason why they have a lead in this one. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter. We've got Rajon Rondo, and it's Patterson in at the 3. Here's Stoudemire. Pass to Terry. From downtown. Great D that time from Rondo. Mavericks trail by 10. Here's Red. 4-3. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo. He's got his 7th assist here tonight. Quickly from outside. It's hauled in by Brand. Dallas has gone 6 of 9 from three-point range. Pass to Red. Back to Rondo. There's a screen. Here's Red. Fires the 3. Rebound by Terry. Here's Stoudemire. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Quickly deciding where to go with it. The 3. That one is off.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
All sorts of time. Perfect. Right between the eyes on that one.
With defense that soft, you have to take them to task.
To the wing, right side. Pass to Buzelis. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Rondo.
Even though it hasn't been his best game, They're still up, and that's what's important.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Here's Red. Here's Rice. To the paint. Here's Brand. With the hook shot. Rebound by San Antonio. Here's Terry. Pass to Stoudemire. Here's Buzelis. To the right side. Stop the drought. The shot won't fall.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
They set a pick. Here's Rondo. Rebound by Stoudemire.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Quickly up top. It's hauled in by Brand. Brand's got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside, Rondo. Pass to Red. Here's Rice. On the table. Buzelis grabs the board. Spurs lead by 5. Puts up the tray. The free is in.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. He told his team, once you grab the rebound, run with the ball. Don't give them a single second to catch their breath. We control the pace of this game, not them. Guys, expect the pace to pick up.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for San Antonio?
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And you have to talk about the passing, too. I mean, the ball has been zipping around on the offense, and they've kept the extra pass mentality the whole way.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. And out of bounds, Dallas will have it. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Rondo with it, guarded now by Ball.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Mavericks, Cruz taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Good on both.
Well, this is what he does. When you need him to come through, he answers the call.
San Antonio leading by 4. Outside Banchero. Shoots a 3. Tipped. And that'll be San Antonio's ball as it goes out of bounds. Spurs able to keep the possession. Now here's Ball. Now quickly. Now Bull. And yes, sir, hits the wide open James.
You know, when everything's clicking, Ball can steal the show, and we're seeing it right here.
Outside, Rondo. Guarded by Vancaro. Book it!
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
We've got 1:23 left in the game. Now Bull. Now Vancaro. They set the pick. Oh, the lead pass. Great dish.
This is what makes Vancaro a difficult cover. His ability to pass it well in screening roles.
Now Lopez. Outside, Rondo. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Releases from 15. And there it is.
Yeah, when you make your mid-range shots, you force your opponents to adjust.
Well, look, he's got the length to get that shot off regardless of how the defense plays.
And so they foul intentionally. Well, if they score here, they could effectively end this one.
Yeah, and their main objectives right now, taking care of the rock and using some time.
Good on the first, and that puts him up 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
You can't afford to waste any chances at this stage of the game. That means you've got to hit your free throws.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Lopez is screen on quickly. Now Lopez. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Shooting 2.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And the second of 2 is good. And that puts him up 5.
And looking for a quick bucket here.
And then foul. Trying to extend that game.
Now Doncic. He launches. Oh, no good. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. 14 foul. Paolo Banchero. Shooting 2.
He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. And so it's San Antonio with the W. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And it's so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports.
We welcome you to Noche and Beyond here on 2K Sports. Here we are, late in the year. RJ, what's this time of the schedule feel like for a player?
Everybody's a little banged up. That's just part of it. You're going to be at about 75% of your strength right now, but that's what makes it fun. Can you push yourself further than the next guy?
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. We've got Derrick Rose. Andre Kirilenko is out there with Nowitzki. Then there's J.J. Redick. Pass to Houston. Drills the three-pointer.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys build contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Pass to Houston. Here's McMillan. He's covered by Rose. Over to the left wing. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Houston's got 5 points so far.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Fades and shoots. That misses off the backboard.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
There's Rose with the three. Rebound by the Bulls.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Pass to Houston. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 8.
Right now, they're humming along. 3 or 4 to start this game.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I spoke with the head coach of the Bulls. We discussed the challenge of defending Luka Doncic specifically in the pick and roll. Coach wasn't afraid to voice his concerns. He said, quote, that's where Luka poses the most problems. The main thing is we have to be quick to react. If we're a step slow, when they're in that set, he'll burn us. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thanks so much. So it's Chicago now, following the three-point attempt by Derrick Rose. To the inside. Plays it up off the glass.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2" to 6'10". But Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant. Adding over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Nowitzki for 3. It's rebounded by Coulibaly. The Bulls leading by 4. Pass to McMillan. To the right side. They set the pick. Launches a three, and the Bulls another three.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Redick passes to Nowitzki. Back to Redick. Outside Kirilenko, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Gallinari, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. McMillan against Rose. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Chicago.
And stolen by Nowitzki. It's Kirilenko on the wing. Pass to Rose. Gallinari outside. Now here's Nowitzki. Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
Bulls leading by 5. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Bulls now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
And they lost the season series against this squad last year, so trying to bounce back here tonight.
Checked in for Andre Kirilenko. Let's now take this time to run down the rookies with the highest rate of steals in the season's second half. J.J. Redick, number 1. Dirk Nowitzki is second.
And they've turned the pressure up a notch since the halfway point. I think the confidence has grown, and they're taking some gambles, and it's paying off.
Here's McMillan. Hasn't made one yet. Davis, that's for 2. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 5. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Some of it was solid shooting from their opponent, but they didn't have any teeth with their defense. Need to be more active than they were. Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
To the middle, Labali, and he jams it with authority.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
Gallinari outside. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 3 assists tonight.
And you can tell Gallinari has practiced at the arc for countless hours. The way he trusts his motion.
McDaniels, a screen on Rose. And how about we check the numbers for Dirk Nowitzki?
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
And he sinks the second. Trailblazers trail by 5. Outside, Bain. Calderon sets a screen for Bain. Pass to Gallinari. From outside, off the mark. Bulls have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Calderon against Davis. Pass to Beasley. And here's George. Can't get it to fall.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And that does it for the first quarter. Bulls lead by 5. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players.
What's that? Is that?
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Chicago.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And in addition, the three-point shooting has been dialed in tonight. They seem poised for a big game from deep.
Here are the five Portland has to start the second quarter. Gallinari is out there with Gooden. Then there's Calderon. It's Andre Kirilenko. And it's Bain in at the shooting guard position.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And here's Gallinari outside. Chicago grabs the miss. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Here's McDaniels. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Gallinari against McDaniel. And Gallinari kicks to Calderon. To Gallinari from the arc. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Craig, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch it.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. For the Trailblazers. And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA in team free throws. In fourth, the Trailblazers.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
And the first one drops. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Bain kicks to Kirilenko. That's to Gallinari. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Got that one up quick. Gallinari's got 6.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
When you think about Derek White, here's a guy, RJ, who's really grown as a player in all ways.
Yeah, Derek makes smart plays. He's had that experience to see what works and what doesn't. And most often, he makes the necessary plays to put his team in a winning situation.
Now here's Davis. Pass to McMillan. Clock at 6. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Collison comes in for Drew Gooden. And Nowitzki's subbed in for Bain. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Clock at 2. McMillan can't make it work.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach,
bench me.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not enough.
McMillan against Reddick. Pass to Houston. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Goes back up. Some solid defense from Gallinari.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Reddick bounce pass. Nowitzki for 3. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Pass to Houston for the 3. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Nowitzki outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Here's McMillan. Still scoreless. Out left to the wing. Here's Houston. Another 3 for Chicago.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 3-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. In for the Bulls. Portland also making some changes. Gooden comes in for Nick Collison. And it's Rose in for Andrei Kirilenko. And here's Rose. Last game we saw him score 13. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you, guys. Commissioner Adam Silver talked about U.S. youth development in hoops. He said when young players are a part of a singular organization, there's much more of an incentive to bring players along as opposed to a win-now mentality, and that's something that we can learn from Europe. Back to you guys.
Taking that long view approach. Okay, thank you, Allie. McDaniels, he's checked in for Jared Jeffries. Pass to McMillan. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. Here we are, 2 games left before the start of the playoffs. Let's take a look at the possible field. A look at Chicago. They're in 7th and looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs. And, of course, there's the Trailblazers. Right now, they're 5 spots below them. Trailblazers trail by 9. Now Rose. Pass to Reddick. Back to Rose. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Bulls. Ular's got 4 rebounds now tonight. McDaniels, a screen on Nowitzki. Here's Houston. Bangs home the trifecta. Houston's got the lead up to 12 now for the Bulls.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Portland again missing. Here's Chicago. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. Pass to McMillan. McDaniels, a screen on Rose. Here's Houston. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Here's Ballard. Gooden with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 12. Now here's Rose. Nowitzki outside. Rose sets the screen for Nowitzki. Down low. Here's Gooden. 1:02 left in the second quarter. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Houston, the pass to McMillan. Pass to Houston. The tray, and the Bulls, another three.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Checked in for McDaniels. Nowitzki, the pass to Redick. Back to Nowitzki. Redick dishes to Rose. Pass to Redick. They could use a bucket. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. 3-point. Rose has got 4 assists in the game.
Love it when Rose looks to share the ball, especially when his teammates are open like that.
Here's Houston. 23 points in the game. Right wing. Here's Posey. And the Bulls, another three.
Rate of baskets assisted. It's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
And so it's Chicago, finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Billy Donovan here with us now, and coach, your team finishing the first half in impressive fashion. What's working for you out there?
Yeah, well, I think we got some stops. We played good defense, allowed us to get out in transition. That was helpful. So just got to keep grinding away.
Defense has been their anchor so far. We'll see if they can keep it up, guys.
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion, let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff race. And just for a moment here, I was wondering, if you guys were playing in the league today, which current player would you most like to team up with?
That's tough, Ernie, but I got to pick Wemby. Playing alongside of him, that's just going to be too good to pass up.
Well, I'll tell you what, May 19th, I'm teaming up with the Ant-Man. 1-2 punch, baby.
Very interesting. And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Chicago Bulls.
They are just racking up the assists right now, playing for one another. Man, this is great.
Yeah, we'll see if they can keep up this mentality in the second half. If they do, they win.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Bulls leading by 15. We've got Bilal Coulibaly, and it's Houston at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. There's the pick to the middle. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. The shot by Redick, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's McMillan. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Houston. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Bulls lead by 17.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass. Sharing the ball is clearly a part of Rose's game, even coming out of college.
Richard, what do you see in what Luka Doncic sees on the floor?
Well, Kevin, I think he's tracking all 5 defensive players and all 4 of his offensive teammates. He always seems to find a way to get players involved.
Portland shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
At the line for the Trailblazers, number 17. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. He's off on the second. Chicago leading by 17. Pass to McMillan. From past the arc. Houston can't get it to go. And for Portland, they're shooting not great, 40% for the game. Redick with the bucket.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Some rookies have been making a name for themselves on the glass this past month. Let's see who we're talking about. Dirk Nowitzki third.
And every team in the league needs a guy who can go and get. I mean, his great work on the boards certainly endear him to the coaching staff.
Pass to Houston. Fires the 3. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game. 10 for 13.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5? From long range.
Outside Kirilenko.
Personal foul. Nate McMillan. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Right side Rose. That's good from Kirilenko on the assist by Rose. Kirilenko's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Here's McMillan. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Houston. Jacks up a 3. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And it's Rose with the ball for Portland. It's an 18-point game. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, the NBA studies other leagues. Commissioner Adam Silver said, "I'm a fan of what baseball did with the pitch clock and the size of bases, increasing the engagement and the entertainment value of the game. If they're able to make changes, certainly we shouldn't be afraid to do the same." Back to you guys.
Some forward thinking. Allie, we thank you very much.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
They're limiting the offensive possessions for the other team. Tough to win with no extra possessions.
No one covering. Houston's got 11 points here in just the second half.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
Sit down.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Gallinari's checked in.
Portland substitution, number 10, Danilo Gallinari.
Nowitzki with the ball. From deep, Rose. That one doesn't drop. Rose against McMillan. Pass to Houston. Over Kirilenko. Houston can't get it to go. Trailblazers trail by 19. Gallinari passes to Kirilenko. Nowitzki outside. There's the three. Hits it from three-point range. Nowitzki's got 6 points.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
McMillan against Rose. Here's Houston. Off target from three-point range.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Back to Gallinari. Nowitzki outside. Shoots it. And again, it's Portland converted.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
The Bulls leading by 14. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Checked in for Portland. Bain comes in for Nowitzki. Here's Koulibaly. Outside, Davis. Back to Koulibaly. McDaniels outside. Pass to McMillan. Bulls moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. Here's Koulibaly. And again, Chicago. No good. Trailblazers trail by 14. Bain kicks to Rose. Outside Kirilenko. Over in the corner, Rose. Beyond the arc. They grab their own miss. And that one's good by Gooden.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
McDaniels, a screen on Bain. Koulibaly against Kirilenko. Ballard takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Throws up on top. He's guarded by Davis. 7-foot shot, and it will go. And the Bulls' lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Rose.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Everything's fallen into place, and we'll see if they can keep it going. And we'll be back with you shortly. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, they've got J.J. Redick, Nick Collison out there with Nowitzki. Then there's Calderon, and it's Gallinari in at the 3 spot. And the Trailblazers with possession here. Down by 12. From deep. And he's good on the 3 ball.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
Outside, George. Mahimi, a screen on Nowitzki. Back to George. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. George has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Calderon passes to Collison. They swipe it. And Dirk Nowitzki gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game for the Trailblazers. Gooden comes in for Nick Collison. And it's Bain in for Jose Calderon.
Drew Gooden. Desmond Bain.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Davis against Redick. Here's Mahimi. And it's Mahimi finishing it off.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Bain sets the screen for Redick. No good on the 3.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Outside Daniel. Davis in the corner. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
Gallinari outside. Drives to the hoop. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And you can see what the emphasis was at halftime. Here in the second, a lot more effort to get the ball inside, and it's starting to pay dividends.
McMillan, he checked in for Chicago. The free throw drops for Gooden.
And that's the right approach for Gooden. A solid rebounder and an above-average interior scorer.
Pass to Houston. Shoots the 3. Connects from three-point range. Houston's got 37.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Now, here's Gooden. Lets it go. And again, it's the Trailblazers missing. Here's Houston. Covered by Redick. Pass to Houston. Fires the 3. Good! Another from 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Bain passes to Gooden. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Throws down the alley-oop.
I see him. I see him. Rebound. Hey, get on here. Hey, bust that. Tip that. Tip that. Pick coming.
Oh, that's what. Watch left. Screen.
Timeout.
Yo, watch it right here. Switch. Pick coming.
Don't wait for me. If you see it, just go.
That's what's up.
Hey! I got you. Hey.
Watch that shooter. Oh,
Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. What's better than NBA? Well, Doris, the end of the regular season fast approaching. Are most teams where you expect them to be?
No, I mean, there's always some big surprises, right? That's what makes this game so compelling. There's never a way to predict who's going to rise and fall throughout the year. There's always something unexpected.
A look at the starting group for the Pistons. They've got Harper, Sarr out there with Isaiah Stewart, and it's Pack in at the 1. Stewart, a screen on Carter, pass to Harper. Here's Pack. Detroit moving the ball around. Back to Stewart. Shot clock at 5. The rebound by Jackson. And it's the Celtics' ball. It's a three-point game. This is their first game against Detroit this season.
The team they beat in round 1 of the playoffs last season. Now, those guys will be looking for some serious payback.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. We discussed his plans for defending Donovan Mitchell, and he told me for as quick and athletic as Mitchell is, we can't allow him to get downhill. No free runs in the open court, no clear lanes to the bucket. And he added, that's not as easy as it sounds, that is our goal. Guys, back to you.
Great work, Allie, thanks.
Yeah, that's what Reese Shea is out here to do. He is first and foremost a three-point shooter, a good one at that.
Doris, you really got to love Scotty Barnes' infectious positive attitude.
BA, those players that bring joy every single night to their craft, it absolutely permeates the rest of the roster. Not only is Scotty incredibly talented on both ends of the floor, but he's all about team, and he's trying to win, and those attributes absolutely affect the guys around him.
And that one, good.
Well, they were looking for a fast start, and they have been perfect from the tip.
Here's Pack. Fires the three. Oh, and he can't make that one. 2 for 3 now. His first miss. Outside Sharp. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And Rizachet gets it to go.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Glance at the league's most aggressive defensive teams from last year. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Out to the wing. Pass to Sharp. Now Carter. Now Rizachet from deep. Second chance shot. And he takes it up and lays it in.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Here's Pack. Over to the wing. From the arc, sinks the tray. Give him 8 points now.
3 points.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Now here's Carter. He's scoreless. Outside Sharp. Guarded by Sarr. Nails the baby hook.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Pistons trail by 9. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Celtics. Their last game, a win against the Clippers. Looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, they really worked hard to find shots in that one. Some good play calls and energy on the offensive end.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused, and they made everything they looked at.
Carter, good.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
A quick shot there. It's off target. Celtics lead by 11. It's Sharp on the wing. Here's the second effort. Carter, the pass to Jackson. From deep, 6 on the shot clock. And he throws it down with one hand.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And Boston with some changes. Owens is checked in for Sharp. Shireman comes in for Carter. Pass to Pack. Here's Spaghetti. And again, no good by Detroit.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
The three from Jsk. It's hauled in by Hughes. Pistons trail by 13. A skill Scotty Barnes definitely possesses is the ability to guard multiple positions, Greg.
Yeah, he has that blend of quickness and length to smother shooters, and he has the strength to deal with bigger guys, too.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, BA. Donovan Mitchell can put up points, but he's sacrificing some of that to get his teammates going. He said, quote, "For me, it's about balancing, picking my spots, picking my games, empowering everybody. But sometimes I've got to go do what I'm paid to do." Guys, back to you.
He can heat up in a hurry. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. Boston leading by 14. Pass to Owens. Here's Shireman. The three from Jsk. Sarr pulls it in. For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Here's Hughes. And again, it's Detroit converting.
Not sure why they sagged off him in that distance. He is very good in the mid-range.
Jsk with the ball. He's got 14. Pass to Jackson. Let's go with a three. Buries it from 3. And the Celtics lead by 15.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And so it's the Boston Celtics liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. And the three ball has been huge in building this lead. We'll be right back. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Celtics.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second. They've got Nick Richards, and it's Harper in a 2-guard. Shannon's checked in for Anderson. Harper. Owens grabs the board.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Almost converts despite the contact.
Yeah, when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, BA, you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
And the Celtics making a change here. Sohan's checked in. Good on the second one. Here's Pack. Still no points. Pass to Maggette. Here's Harper. And again, no good by Detroit.
All alone from mid-range. You've got to think he's kicking himself.
The shot by Sohan, no good. Pistons trail by 16. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Pass to Pack. Here's the pick. To the middle. Intercepted! Here's Owens. Coming off a 12-point game. And the layup is good off the glass.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Pack. The floater. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. And this group of shooting guards has gotten it done in a number of areas this last month. You see their rebounding averages. Well, you look at Sharp. His dominance on the boards is unquestionable.
And I just love how he's willing to battle among the trees, using determination and agility rather than size to dominate on the glass.
You know, the strength he has is a factor as well. He is sneaky strong for an off guard, and seeing him out-muscle a bigger opponent for a rebound is becoming a common sight.
Carter, the pass to Murray. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Celtics lead by 21.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
Pass to Harper. Now here's Stewart. Detroit moving the ball around. Sarr passes to Maggette. And again, the Pistons missing.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Wilson. And again, Boston with the triple.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Pass to Maggette to stop the run. Counted from distance. Maggette's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Wilson. Here's Owens. Here's Wilson. Stewart defends. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments and some changes here for the Celtics. Jaren Jackson comes in for Murray, and it's Rizachet in for Wilson. Pass to Pack. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
Now Carter, right side Rizachet, wide open. And Boston again with the bucket.
So good off the catch. The defense has to guard Rizachet better than this.
Well, Doris, when you analyze the skill set of Drew Holiday, what do you think he brings to this team?
I mean, it's hard to capture in one particular skill, PA. We know that Drew Holiday is elite and versatile on the defensive end. You can put him from positions 1 through 5, and he can guard them. On the offensive end, teams are going to give him shots, and his ability to stand in and calmly make those shots is invaluable.
The three. It's rebounded by Rizachet.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
From outside the arc. And again, Boston with the triple.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
The Pistons have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Stewart, a screen on Sharp. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Okoro is checked in for Sharp. And the switch here also for Detroit. Mobley's checked in. And he makes all 3.
Showing more aggression here in the second quarter. He's seeking contact and working himself to the line.
Outside Carter.
2 minutes.
On the wing, Rizachet. Stewart defends. Pass to Jackson.
Blocked! What I like about Sarr as a shot blocker, he can do it anywhere on the floor.
So both teams changing it up here. 1:49 left in the first half of this one. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Boston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. So both teams making some changes here. So hits 1 and misses 1 at the line.
I love it. In attack mode. Drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
For 3. Another score. His 5th make out of 10 tries.
And now he's dropped 2 3-pointers in each quarter.
And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for the Celtics. Outside Rizachet. This one for 3. Score it. 13 shots, 9 makes. Solid.
Well, dependability, right? That is not wasting possessions. This is all about taking and making good shots.
1:03 left to play in the second quarter. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. He's got 19.
This guy's been great, no doubt about it, but it hasn't been enough to get them where they want to be.
Nice ball movement by Boston. And again, Boston with the triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Detroit has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
With the teardrop, it's not going to go for him. A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. Austin Alley, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
And vintage teamwork right there tonight. Everyone is looking to be the setup guy.
Yeah, when anyone could be the next to score.
All right, guys. Glad you could join us.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Without question, Zachary Risacher displaying all his skills today.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Jaren Jackson out there with Risacher. And they're sharp, and it's Carter in at the point. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. No good from outside. Boston leading by 23. Pass to Risacher. Fires for 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. Sarr's got his 5th rebound in this one. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
A fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
And things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
And Risacher gets it to go.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight. And with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
And the stats for Drew Holiday only tell half the story, Doris.
Yeah, they may not even tell half the story. Drew Holiday is one of the most unique and gifted defensive players we've ever seen. Make him check 1 through 5, he can do all that. Change the game with his defensive ability, he can do that. This guy is special.
Outside Sharp, 3-pointer. The rebound by Detroit. Pass to Pack. Here's Harper. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Boston leading by 20. Left side, Risacher. Uncovered. And the jumper is good. Risacher's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Risacher is just pouring it in on offense. He's found a rhythm and is determined to keep it going.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He might have seen something he needs to review with his guys. And let's take a look at the leaderboard and see which players were the top shooters from three-point land this past month. Well, you look at Sharp. Never leave him open. Second in the association from deep.
Sometimes you get into a rhythm from long range, and you can ride that stretch for a while.
Out to the right wing. Jacks up a three. Knocks down the triple. He's got 34.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Ricochet. The quick look, no good that time.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Back to Carter. Detroit with a rebound. Sarr's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Pack. Yet to see a basket. Another three for Detroit.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And here's Carter. The three from Ricochet. The rebound by Stewart.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a three at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
From behind the arc. Hits the trifecta.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
To me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Owens is checked in for Boston. Celtics lead by 10. Now here's Sharp. The three from Ricochet. Pure from three-point range. Ricochet's got 39.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Trying to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Back to Sharp. Jackson outside. That one drops for him. 10 points for him.
I love it. Instead of going ISO, you make a play for someone else.
Here's Pack. No points yet. Picked by Stewart. Here's the three. The rebound by Jackson. For Boston, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Pass to Ricochet. The three is up. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got 7 rebounds in the game. Beyond the arc. He buries it from 3.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Boston leading by 12. Outside Ricochet. Back to Sharp. Outside Ricochet. Three-pointer. The rebound by Stewart. Stewart's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Pack. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Sarr a screen. Pass to Pack. Clock at 6. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Sarr misses. They put together a solid lead.
And it doesn't seem like they're going to back off.
Here's Owens. Lets it go from deep. That shot off the mark. And so it's the Boston Celtics going into the break up 12. They just can't miss right now. Every shot. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Don't wait for me.
Hey! Good boy, good boy!
Yo, right here.
Let's go dig in.
Get on Roberts. They're coming.
Let's go, fellas.
Timeout.
Ball. I got ball. All right, pressure him up. No. Who's got Robert? Box out. Hey, good boy. Corner. Knock it down. Shoot that.
Pass to Pack. Sar with a screen on Carter. Down low. And finished off by Sar.
Well, you have to track Sar in that action. He's so fluid for his size and does a great job coming off the pick.
Pass to Jackson. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Owens.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet?
We know these two teams rack up the assists. Here we go. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Sar out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Pack. And there's Harper. The three. Trains the three-pointer.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Always good to see the ball go through the net early. You know there's not a lid on that thing.
Pass to Shea. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
Shea is a playmaker, taking it upon himself to answer from deep.
About a minute played so far here in the first. And here's Harper from the arc. Here's Sharp. Carter with it. He's picked up by Harper. Three-pointer. And it's Shea missing. Harper the pass to Pat. Pass to Harper. Launches it. Cans it from downtown.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Now Sharp sinks the three-pointer.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
From outside the arc. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Here's Shea. Drops one in from the wing. Shea's got 5.
He's got a nose for the bucket. Shea ready to go once he got it.
sinks that one from the post.
Now, when you start out shooting 80% or better as a team, you start to feel yourself a little bit, and that feeling is good.
Pass to Pack. From 20 feet out, Dustin grabs the miss.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Carter, and he overshot that one, missing. Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against Los Angeles.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
That is the way they would like to play every night, but of course each opponent represents different challenges.
Owens is checked in for Carter. We know about the length and the athleticism, Tim, of Life. But what do you like about his skill and maybe the way he sees the game?
Yeah, this league has seen a lot of guys with that type of length and athletic ability, but what sets him apart, he's got great instincts for where to get open, instincts how to rebound, where the ball is coming off, and then also, I just think his conditioning level is very high.
Pass to Shea. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. They'll be up against Donovan Mitchell tonight, and coach is well aware of the challenges that he presents. He said Donovan's so good at changing speeds, it's hard to know when to send help. I'd rather be overly cautious in that regard because if no help comes, then all of a sudden Mitchell is in his groove. Makes sense to me. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
The Celtics making a switch here. Shireman's checked in, and Detroit with a change here too. Maggetti's checked in for Harper. Pass to Owens. Over to the wing. Here's Shireman. Shea wide open. It's good from long range. Shea's got 8 points.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percent.
Lets it go with the 3. And again, Detroit with the 3.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Celtics trail by 5. Here's Shireman. Jackson setting the pick here for Owen. Shea in the corner. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. 11 points in the game.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see which teams over the last month have been best at scoring points off turnovers. The Celtics second.
They're taking advantage of every mistake that their opponents are making. I mean, they're really converting points off those turnovers.
Hughes is checked in for the Pistons. Pass to Jackson. And here's Sharp. 1:09 left to play here in the first. Here's Jackson. No good. That would have tied it. Pistons have gone 7 of 9 from the field. Really nice start offensively for them.
This is where Sarr wants to be, right under the hoop, within easy reach of the basket.
And Sharp has it in the corner. Pass to Owens. Here's Shireman. Nice ball movement by Boston. Now, here's Sharp. There's a good screen. Carries it from three-point range. Sharp's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Celtics.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
And here is Hughes. No scoring in this one. Sarr with the screen on Sharp. Hughes the pass to Sarr. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And the Pistons lead by 4. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Pistons lead by 4. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
On the court for the Pistons, they've got back Spaghetti out there with Anderson. Then it's Nick Richards. And it's Harper in at the shooting guard. Pass to Pack. Now here's Anderson. Outside Harper. Launches from deep. Rebound Boston. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Owens. The three-pointer no good. Pistons leading by 5. The kick out to Anderson. Pack passes to Harper. Now here is Spaghetti. The three sinks the triple. Spaghetti's got his first 3 points of the game.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Pass to Sharp. Here's Shireman. Now Sharp. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Harper. Finish off the break. And now it's a 10-point Piston lead.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
And it results in the highest percentage look you're going to get.
And the Pistons making a change here. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Celtics. And from technical fouls, 10 to flagrant fouls, it always seems like Draymond Green is walking that line and in the crosshairs.
Walking that line or stomping on that line. I don't know what, but it's where he seems to want to live. You love that competitive fire. You just have to make sure it doesn't cross the line where he hurts his team.
But don't you think he knows exactly what he's doing at all times?
He understands most officials don't want to give him that second technical, that's for sure.
Now here is Carter following the miss by Jaren Jackson. 5 to shoot. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Detroit leading by 8. Pass to Stewart. Stolen away. And the dunk by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in him.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Drew Holiday understands the big picture. He said, quote, basketball is a two-way sport. As much as you train offensively, you need to do the same thing defensively. Doing defensive slides, wall sits, things that help you with your legs and your base. I've done that since I was little. It helps. Guys, back to you.
Truly an elite defender. Allie, we thank you very much.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Reza Shea, he's checked in for the Celtics. Pass to Pack. Fires from the wing. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
And continues his perfect night. It's unreal. I just hope he doesn't believe in the announcer's jinx.
Here's Reza Shea. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Reza Shea's got 14 points.
Another one for Reza Shea. This young man from France has insane potential, and we are seeing a bit of it tonight.
To Pack. Stewart a screen. Out to the wing. Buries the long-range jumper. 22 points for him.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
Great open look there. And that's 17 points for Jsk. You know, the pregame routine is something I know you embraced, and we see that with guys like Curry and Durant. You've heard a lot about what they do. What was the most important part of your pregame regimen, Tim?
Well, you know, Kevin, for me, I was really going to be judged based on catch-and-shoot percentages. Can I get off threes, and can I make threes? So for me, it was all about high-volume three-point shooting before the game, getting comfortable from every spot on the floor where I may get a shot.
And same routine every game?
Every game, same thing, and I made sure, of course, I finished on that make.
Wow. Okoro, he's checked in for the Celtics. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Shannon's checked in. Pass to Shannon. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Carter with it. Still yet to score. Takes a three. Owens, no good.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Three-pointer. And Okoro pulls it down.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Owens kicks to Carter. Pass to Owens. Back to Carter. Now Jsk. Boston again missing.
And all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without fouling.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. It's picked off. Here's Peck. Pass to Shannon. Looking for Stewart. He gets it there. Now Sarr. A putback. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Detroit Pistons in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. Back to the action in just a minute.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up?
Look at Detroit. They've wanted this to be a turnaround season. They have a few building blocks, but the roster construction is not complete. This front office has some tough decisions to make.
And turning our attention to the first half, a positive start for the Pistons.
3 has been their magic number. They are shooting that thing.
Shooting it for real. Hitting those shots opens up everything for them. They should have a lot of room to operate in the second half.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Pistons leading by 9. We've got Jsk. Carter out there with Sharp. And there's Jackson, and it's Pena in at the 5. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Harper's shot's good.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Jackson setting the pick here for Rizachet. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
What's the screen? To the left wing, all sorts of time, and Detroit again with the bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Pass to Rizachet. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Carter's got 5 assists in the game. Pistons leading by 10. And a player, Tim, who stuffs the stat sheet, Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, Kevin, he just has a great all-around game. But the thing I like the most, he's very unselfish. He will pass up a shot if a teammate has a better one.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Great at creating shots. Sharp did it there with that catch and shoot.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. While we have a moment here, let's see which teams have scored the most second-chance points since the All-Star break. Number 1, the Celtics.
And offensive rebounding, always a point of emphasis for this group, but for whatever reason, they've had particular success since the break, really just outworking their opponents on the glass.
Carter looking around. Back to Rizachet. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. A nice shot by Carter.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
And at the right time, they could have let this game get away from them, but they never stopped believing.
Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. 26 points for him.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
Looking in at the numbers for Carter, how the second half of the season has shaped up for him, and his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lanes and then stealing away your dribble. And that one's good. Rizachet.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Pistons leading by 3. Launches a 3, and again another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Got a piece of it.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sarr, has major defensive potential.
And Sarr throws it down.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
Carter with the bounce pass. Here's Rizachet. Boston again missing. The Pistons have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Rebounded by the Celtics. Sharp the pass to Carter. Here's Rizachet. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Carter's got assist number 8 now on the night. Detroit leading by 5. Here's Pat. Still without a basket. Takes the 3. Connects from three-point range.
Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
After Jsk, off target with his three.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Another possession, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Larry Hughes is checked in for Detroit. Celtics trail by 10. Pass to Murray Boyle. There's the triple. And Sarr pulls it down. Detroit's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Fires the three. And another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel. Actively seeking out his teammate.
Jsk at the elbow. There's 53 seconds left to play in the third. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the lead, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Jsk. And another miss by Boston.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And another assist for him. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Here's Shireman. He has yet to score. Out to the right wing. Shot to stop the run. That shot off.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Boston. Down by 15. On the floor for Detroit, they've got Harper. Maggette is out there with Nick Richards. And it's Pack, and it's Pavlovic in at the small forward position.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Pistons?
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot?
Yeah, they have been dialed in from deep. The three-pointer has been there all night for them.
And the Pistons making a change here. Mobley's checked in. Well, you often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
Pass to Maggette. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Inside, Richards. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. One of the best defenders of his generation. Tim, do you think Draymond Green will be a surefire Hall of Famer?
Well, he's a former Defensive Player of the Year, and not to mention a key contributor on 4 Warriors championship teams. Kevin, he will be in the Hall of Fame. No question.
Austin making a switch here. Shireman's checked in.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Pat. Pass to Maggette. And here is Harper. Takes it from 10. And the jumper falls for him. And the Pistons lead by 17.
Well-rounded effort, and they showed no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Carter dishes to Jackson. Outside Harper from past the arc. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
4 threes in the first half.
Pick. Ball. Who's man? Get him. Shot.
Who's got
Screen coming?
Don't wait for me. If you see it, just go.
I got your help. Hey, pick coming.
I got it.
Screen. Shooter, no. Ball. Don't get picked.
Get it.
Shooter, no. Ball. Hey, yo, right here. Step out of that.
Timeout.
Watch the pick. Shot. Get on, Robert.
Go over it.
Rebound.
Shooting.